What's up, everybody? Welcome to Podcast Now. I'm Alex, and in this video, I want to talk about if we should be excited for Deathloop. Now, it's coming very, very soon. We got just under about a month or so until the game releases, and my thoughts on this game have always been up and down. I'm going to explain that, in this video, but I mean, like it or hate it, like this is the next, I guess, for Sony, right? This is the next big thing. I mean, you do have Ghost of Tsushima's director's cut, which is, sizable, and I'm getting that, and I can't wait for it. You technically have Death Stranding's director's cut, although I do think that comes out after Deathloop. But this is the next big one. In terms of console exclusivity, it's only on PS5. I am a fan of that, and I do like that. But it also comes out on PC, so you have another huge wave of people that otherwise would never have played this game that are going to be able to play it, which I do think is honestly I'm not against that at all. It's actually a really, really good thing. So the game's kind of up and down for me, and so let me explain. In terms of, should we be excited? I think we should. I do. I trust these guys. I think the people that like these games have 1,000 reasons to like it, and they're all very, very valid. I guess it boils down to me, and this is a hot take, or this is just one of those things that I've always kind of disagreed or just always kind of thought something different, and I'm not necessarily proud of it, but I've never really been a fan of the Dishonored games. And I've said that here and there in past videos. They've just never hooked me. Now, again, to make it clear, I know why people like it. I respect their opinions. I know Dishonored 1 and 2 are, universally loved games. I mean, this is not they're not 6 out of 10 games where there's a cult following and they've kind of stayed around for a while. No, these are games that have done really well in terms of sales, but have also been loved. They're really mechanically sound games. And why do I say Dishonored? Well, literally, they've talked about Deathloop as basically a Dishonored 3, a spiritual successor to Dishonored. If you watched any of the gameplay or anything like that, I mean, it literally looks like it's ripped straight out of Dishonored, which isn't a bad thing. It's not a bad thing at all. It's just Dishonored has never really grasped me, and it's kind of haunted me because, I want to be really excited for Deathloop. Even going into September being okay, I'm going to circle this date. This is my most anticipated game. I'll be honest, I am not doing that. I have not done that. I would say maybe in terms of intrigue, Life is Strange. I want to see if True Colors is horrible or good. That's kind of the range I think of that. That's what I'm really looking forward to. But I do plan on playing Deathloop. I mean, I think my plan or my strategy will be to buy this game. So just so we're all kind of clear on where I stand, I'm kind of skeptical of it just because I've never really been into those games, but I am planning on most likely buying it. But again, I think it looks good. I think it looks fun. And I think if I can just kind of train my brain where that's the point of this game. And so again, in terms of excitement for it, that's kind of what I would imagine you guys would be expecting from it, right? It looks just like madness / fun. The premise is pretty simple. It's another time loop game, right, where you learn things as you go, and as I guess the loops keep happening. There is ways of basically having that auto save, because they do kind of do it similar to Returnal in a way, not all the way, where when you die you have to restart the level, but you don't restart the game, you restart the level. And there is a system where you can have one basically saved life somewhere in the level, so you can if you die, you come back to that one instead of all the way back. I like that. I mean, in terms of challenge and having to think about it a little bit and kind of putting a spin on Dishonored, right? Because the idea with Dishonored is planning your attack, and you can do it several different ways, and even going so far as to say your actions are going to have consequences to the world and the ending of the story. Deathloop is kind of similar, but it actually does it more in your face and immediate, right? Where it's if you die, or if you're not planning it strategically and you're just kind of going in, you're going to probably regret that, because you're going to have, so it is a planning system, but it's not necessarily something, well, maybe it obviously is too, in terms of how it's going to impact, the rest of the game, but I think it's more of a linear story in terms of, you're going to, take out these characters. I like the idea of, the girl trying to take you out, that it basically becomes you're hunting your targets, but then she's hunting you, and so you have something else to worry about. I really like it. I mean, I like the idea of this game quite a bit. I think different premises and ideas of this have been done before, but not in a AAA, a really big game. Again, from the makers of Dishonored, it's not like these guys have never made games before. So, I'm excited. I will be honest, actually talking about it, and I like to do these because normally games, no matter what game it is, I would say, when I start making videos on them and I start talking about them, I normally hype myself up. And maybe that's a bad thing because maybe it comes back to haunt me and I don't like the game when it comes out and all that stuff. But generally, I do like it because, like, even if I'm on the fence about something, talking about it normally gets me more pumped for it. Most times. Sometimes, I guess, it goes in reverse. But I'm excited. A big PlayStation game, a PS5 game. I do have other videos planned. I will be covering this game over the next several weeks, leading to its release. And then, obviously, when the game comes out, I'll let you guys know what I think about it, and we'll talk about the game and all that stuff. So make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel. Hit the bell icon so you guys know when all of my videos go up. If you guys want to follow me over on Twitter or subscribe to my second channel, I do have a second channel, or if you guys want to support us on Patreon or YouTube memberships, all the links for those are in the description below if you guys want to check it out. Thank you for watching. I really do appreciate it. I hope to see you all on the next video.